One of the most important concepts in Chevra Kadisha is that everyone is treated the same way. We don't differentiate as to how a tahara is done based on the level of success or the level of piety, the level of knowledge that a person has. Every person is treated the same way. Everyone is Itzelem Elokim, and the truth is that derives from the fact that the Torah teaches us to give kavod hames to a yid, to every Jew, teaches us that concept by someone who was put to death by a Beis Din, someone who was not the most prominent member of the community. And it gives us the rationale, ki kilalas elokim tolui, because to lack that kavod, not to show that kavod, is in a sense desecrating the Tzelem Elokim, desecrating the Ribono Shel Olam, whom every Jew represents. And so we need to keep that focus, that the work of the Chevra Kadisha is really something that should benefit every Yid. I remember a particular Tahara many years ago where the person that we were doing the Tahara for was not only not an observant Jew, but his entire body was covered in tattoos. And the people involved in the Tahara were very prominent people. It happened to be, it was a group of Chevra Kadisha that contained people who had gone through Shas, people who were very, very knowledgeable, and Talmidei Chachamim, and leaders. And I remember turning to one of them afterwards, and I said to him, it's interesting that here we are giving kavod and taking care physically of a person who is not only not observant, but who obviously flaunted all of the concepts that Torah require and stand for. And his answer to me was very simple. It's not this person or this particular body with the tattoos that we are giving kavod to. It is the concept of the Tzelem Elokim. It is the fact that every Yid, every Jew is a Tzelem Elokim. And it's something that I think makes us unique. And the truth is that at the time of year where we think about, and we're meant to think about, the destruction of the Batei Migdash, the destruction of the temples in Yerushalayim, and we know that the reason for the destruction of the second Beis Hamikdash was sinas chinam, was unnecessary hatred and discord and separation within Klal Yisrael, within the Jewish people. And we know that the way to repair that, the way to bring the reconstruction of the Beis Hamikdash and to bring the redemption is through avas chinam, is through showing and expressing our love unconditionally for all of Klal Yisrael, for all the Jewish people. It's a time for us to think in terms of broadening our acts of chesed, reaching out to those people who don't necessarily appreciate the importance of what a Chevra Kadisha does, the importance of the kavod that we give to Itzelem Elokim, trying to reach out to that community. We look to you, members of Chevra Kadisha, leaders of Jewish communities around the country, to help us with this mission, to help us reach out to all Jewish people and to teach them and give them an understanding of what it means to be at Tzelem Elokim, what it means for how they can live their lives in this world and what it means when they leave this world. To reach out to Jews across the world and across the country, to help them recognize the beauty and the meaning of Kuras Yisrael, being buried as a Jew, in a country where more than 50% of people are cremating. They have lost that sense of self-worth, of self-importance, of self-respect, just respecting ourselves as something unique, as the greatest creation for which the world was created. The purpose of the creation of the world is man. To recognize that within every one of us, certainly within every Jew, and to reach out, to help us reach out to them, to help them understand why the Chevra Kadisha is so important for every Jew at the end of their life, to help them choose Kfuras Yisrael, to be buried as Jews have always been buried, to help them request that they be buried in accordance with Jewish tradition, with Tahara and Tachrichim and Shmira and all the beautiful things that we do to help express that respect for Tzelem Elokim. Please reach out to us. Please join us in this effort. Find out more by visiting us at www.nasck.org, by calling us at 718-847-6280, by emailing us at info@nasck.org. Find out what we can offer your Chevra Kadisha, what we can offer your community in terms of outreach, in terms of education, in terms of resources, explaining Kfura Kahalocha. Thank you.